How can a dock leaf cure a nettle sting?
How can you tell if your bath water is just right?
And how can you walk up a wall?
How can I turn 5 pence into 50 pence?
5 into 50?
Oh, yes.
That sounds good enough for me. I'll have some of that, please. 5p.
I'm no mug. I'm not having anything to do with this bet. I've lost enough money as it is. Thank you very much.
OK, then. 5 pence going in the matchbox. Thus, close the matchbox, open the matchbox. What do you get? 50 pence.
Very nice.
Isn't that fantastic? And how do we do it? Well, we do it by getting the inside out of the matchbox, cut a hole in the bottom, put it back in there, wedge the 50 pence between the two, put the 5 pence in. Before you close it, slide the 5 pence out into your hand, close the lid, and out comes 50 pence.
Incredible.
Wonderful, marvellous.
Carol. If you give 50 pence from 5 pence, does that mean you get £2 from 20p?
What do you reckon?
I've got to be right. I've got to be right.
Gareth's 20 pence in the matchbox. Close the matchbox, and out comes 10 pence. Oh, never mind. I'll buy you a cup of tea later.
I can't get over you, Toppy. I'm no mug. How can I read between the lines? A simple but effective how. What have you come to expect from me? Which shows how your brain becomes confused as it tries to recognise patterns which don't actually exist. What's he talking about? Watch this. OK, now tell me what you see on my computer screen.
Three circles.
Three circles.
Three circles. Very good so far.
Triangle.
Triangle there.
Triangle.
The circles.
No,
in
fact,
you're wrong.
Your brain wants to believe there is a triangle there, but in fact there is no triangle, only circles with bits cut out of them. Your brain desperately wants to believe it, but it's not so.
It's there.
It's not.
It is.
It's not. Freddy. Now, what's this? A load of dots on the computer screen, isn't it? Or is it? Or could it be a human body? Yes! Ah! It's me. Your brain was deceived. And I'll do it again. Here's how. So there you are then. That's how you read between the lines. Little star, aren't I? Always shining.
How do you play chopsticks?
You don't mean to tell me you're going to play those ancient Oriental eating implements, do you?
Well, these things like this? No, not at all.
Well, how are you going to do it then?
I'm going to play these sorts of chopsticks.
Well, how are you going to do that?
Much the same way, really. That's how you play with chopsticks. Nice sound, huh? How is it done? Well, just a bunch of sticks, each cut to slightly different thicknesses, giving you slightly different notes. So with the 8 that we've got here, we've got the full musical scale. Now, the interesting thing about this is you'd actually expect the big, heavy ones to be the low notes and the small, high ones to be the high notes. That's not true. The narrow ones are, low notes, and the thick ones are high notes. How do you actually tune them? It's all to do with thickness. This is your tuning device. If it's a little bit flat or sharp, you just take a little bit off the edge. And this, therefore, is how you play chopsticks. Thank you. And that is how you play chopsticks.
How can you tell if your bath water is just right?
Well, you put your hand in. If it's hot, you go, ouch!
How
and if it's not, it's...
No, No, you run the hot and
fashion.
cold at the same time. You balance it.
Pathetic, pathetic, pathetic. What you need is something brand new, something for the 90s. Factor X.
What's that then, Fred?
Join me in the fridge. Carol, a lovely pair of black shoes.
Yes.
Put one on your dainty little foot, would you?
Yes.
Fred, what is
And
Factor
I will
X?
show you Factor X. Are
Okay,
you ready,
okay,
Carol?
I'm ready, I'm ready.
A black
I'm ready,
shoe,
I'm ready. A black
or
shoe
is it?
out
Watch
of the fridge.
this.
It is extremely cold.
And look, it changes colour.
Is that
Black
fantastic?
becomes blue, green, browns. Impressed? I
I'm
thought you
very
would be.
impressed.
Is that Factor X,
X, it is.
Yeah, well, what's
Toppy,
Factor-
don't feel left out of this item, will you? Put on this black leather jacket.
Oh, yes, sir.
Put
Right,
on the
turn
black
it,
shades.
Yes.
And turn your back.
Turn my back.
Turn your back.
This is Factor X.
Factor X
What
again.
is Factor X, Fred?
Wait, Toppy.
Fred?
Watch his back, everybody. Look.
What are you doing, Fred? What are you doing, Fred?
Turn in colour.
Fabulous.
Wait there,
Factor
Toppy. When I
X.
say turn round, and everybody, watch his sunglasses. Are you ready, Toppy?
Yes, ready.
Turn now. Look, black glasses, and they become blue
Are they
and
Factor
green.
X? What is Factor
Blue,
X?
dark blue.
Fred, what is Factor X?
Factor X.
Factor
I'll
X.
show you what Factor X is. Factor X is all in here. It's a cloth. And just like all the things I've shown you, it's impregnated. Look at it. With Factor X. What is it? It's called lycrotherm. It's something absolutely brand new. Liquid crystals that change colour according to the temperatures rise and fall. Brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, very
Fred,
brilliant.
what's that got
what-
to do with your bath?
Oh, the bath.
Oh,
yes,
yes,
of course,
the
the
house.
bath. Here's my bath, and here's some little ducks. My little ducks in the bottom. We'll put in some cold water first of all to see if it's too cold. Ah, what does it say? It says cool. It's too cool. Do you see? Cool. So it's too cold to get in, you see. It's been treated with lycrotherm.
That's
this.
hot water, is
This
it?
is
Hot
boiling
water.
hot water. Will it tell me it's hot? Will it tell me it's hot? Who'll tell me they're hot? He's saying hot.
Hot.
Can't you see? Hot. Got it?
I got it
And if
now,
I
yes.
mix the two together, the hot and the cold, forgive me for a second, he'll say, okay. So that's how you can tell if your bath water is just right.
I think I prefer the finger approach, actually. Now, how can a dock leaf cure a nettle sting?
They do, don't they?
Well, they do.
yeah.
It isn't just an old wives' tale. Let's have a look at the nettle, first of all. Can you see these very fine hairs all over a nettle?
Yeah.
What happens is that those basically inject poisons into your hand or wherever the nettle sting happens to be. And that comes up all inflamed and red and nasty and very itchy and horrible. If you see a dock leaf, what you do is scrumple it up, rub it over the nettle sting as quickly as you can, and as fast as you can, and that should heal it, cure it,
How
and
does it
make
work?
it less inflamed. How does it work? Yes, how indeed. Imagine that this is rather like a hand. This is the nettle,
Yeah.
and I am now injecting poisons. Ow! Oh! Oh! Oh!
All right, it's enough.
All right, scrumple up the dock leaf so, and what happens is that the dock leaf has qualities such that it will draw out the poisons of the nettle sting, like,
What, like a magnet?
well, a bit like a magnet, nothing like a magnet, in fact, except sometimes it doesn't always work. There we are. It draws out, just like the staples are coming out with the magnet, it draws out the stings from the nettles, and it also has an astringent quality, and that soothes and balms the sting, and that is how a dock leaf cures a nettle sting. And if you'd like to know about this how or any other how in the series, then all you have to do is write for the free How fact book to this address. How to, P.O. Box 1, Maidstone, Kent, ME14 5LL. That's How to, P.O. Box 1, Maidstone in Kent, ME14 5LL.
How can you walk up walls? Well, humans would find it almost an impossible task. But David Manning has joined us here today with two creatures who can walk up walls. They're Gary and Freddy. Now, what exactly is Gary, David?
Well, Gary is a gecko. It's a type of lizard, some of which have evolved the ability to climb walls or even very sheer surfaces.
Now, how does he actually stick to the wall? Is he gripping?
Well, each toe is a mixture of an adhesive pad and something a bit like Velcro, lots of tiny hooks that can grip onto almost anything.
But plastic there, it's almost perfectly smooth, isn't
Well, it
it?
seems smooth to us, but I think if you looked at it under a microscope, it is actually a very rough surface.
And they actually grip.
And there's enough roughness there for the little hooks to grip onto.
Wonderful. Let's meet Freddy. Now, Freddy uses a similar system for gripping. What is he first?
Freddy's a giant tree frog from Australia.
Hello, little
They
fella.
live in the tropical rainforest.
Now, let's see if he can stick to this plate of glass here. Can we put
And
him on
again,
there?
he's got very large adhesive pads on each foot. Will he climb up?
Can he climb? Yes. There you go. Yeah, adhesive pads, but they're like suckers, are they?
They are, very much.
So why have they evolved this ability to stick to walls?
Well, largely to climb trees and either to avoid predators or to search for prey. They can reach the parts other tree frogs can't.
David, thank you very much indeed. There you go. That's how some creatures manage to climb up walls. It may be very easy for tree frogs and gecko lizards to walk up a wall, but if a human wants to walk up a wall, you're going to need climbing shoes, a safety harness, a safety helmet, and a pair of industrial suckers. These are my tree frog feet. Wish me luck. I'm going to try and climb this wall. Right, huh? That's one way in which you can walk up a wall. Hey? Oh.
Yes, quite good, Toppy. Not as good as my namesake, though, Freddy the Tree Frog.
Fred, can I come down now, please? Fred? Anyone?
Right, last half of the series, how does Billy the Kid always make a quick getaway? You know in the cowboy films, the gangster arrives at the bank,
Yeah.
ties up his horse at the
Yes.
rail outside the bank,
Yeah.
horse can't move, but he comes out straight after the raid, one quick tug and he's away.
Fantastic. How does he do it?
How does he do it, indeed?
Show us
I
how,
will show
Fred.
you. I'm off now to Dodgy City, Dynamite Dinage. Me and my gang are about to rob the bank. Got my faithful horse here, Dobbin. Come on, Dob. Up outside the bank. Whoa! Let me show you how to do the knot. Fold it double like so. The end that's attached to the horse, you pull through there. OK, with me? Right. Other end through there like that. Pull it tight. Now the horse can't get away. Whoa! Absolutely rock solid. But when I come out after the raid, one quick tug, and there it is. Brilliant. Come back, Dom. Show you again very quickly. Underneath, through there. Pull it tight. Through there again. Pull it tight. Horse can't get away. Woof. I can. OK, here come the gang. Come on, gang.
Come on,
Come on,
Fred.
Here they are.
Whoa,
The Vorderman Kid. And hop
Steady,
along,
man, steady,
hop
man.
along, Toppy. OK.
Right, how do we tie it up, Fred?
Have you got this now?
Yeah.
Oh,
Go
underneath?
the thing. Under the
The
thing.
bit that's attached to the horse through
Goes
there like
through
that.
there like that.
there, yeah.
OK.
Yeah.
Got it?
That one goes through there like that.
That's it.
And that goes like that.
Other end through there like
Yeah.
that. OK.
Oh, boy.
Like that?
Pull the whole lot tight.
Yeah, that's it.
Now the
Yeah.
horse can't move.
Yeah.
OK. OK, ready?
Yeah.
Let's go, rob the bank. Come on, guys. Hey, 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 take him up. Hey, 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 hey. Right, pull it up. That's it. That's how Billy the Kid makes you get away. That's how for now. Right, off we go. Come on. Come on. Come on.
They don't make horses like this. Is this what they mean by horseback?